this is gonna be the most awkward live start because I'm just looking around, making sure that everything is okay and that the stream is going, which it seems to be going now. However, my stream link still seems to be stuck in the previous stream, which is very annoying on YouTube. Because I wanna throw it in my Discord. There we go! Now it works! That threw itself in a very bizarre resolution, but that works. It looks fine. It's just square as a preview. For some reason. Anyway, this enables my ability to actually switch off my Discord, hello, and improve the quality of the rest of the everything else on this computer. Because Infinity Nikki is a hungry, hungry hippo. And sometimes things don't work out with it as I want it to. Yeah, that's the 4-star on the 5-star banner, the one that we like got a couple of episodes ago. I normally don't really have anywhere to use it because it's a very weird shape. It's like, it reminds me of a jellyfish, but I thought, hey, this might just be summery enough that, you know what, this will work. Bubble season is that way. And we also have things that I haven't quite picked up in here. And also it will look a little bit weird considering that we're bringing bow abilities.
I'm going to tell you a story from Once Upon a Time
back into Wishfield. Yeah, everything is very shiny and glittery. I wouldn't actually suggest bringing that much glitter to a beach.
Once Upon a Time isn't the author's name.
It's when the story takes place at the, like, a time unknown. Once a long time ago. When exactly? Who knows by this point?
It's the timeline of the story, right? So many amazing tales come from a long, long time ago.
If they didn't happen so long ago, there wouldn't be much room for imagination.
Oh, a new listener. Welcome, welcome. The stories from our Twinkle Tales Club might not be as vibrant as Clown Nose Carson's, but
they are very, very romantic. Just like the name, Twinkle Tales.
I'm not entirely sure that people questioning whether Once Upon a Time is an author or not should be the ones commenting on the topic of the story.
We can't wait to
I don't think that they can comprehend the topic of the story very well.
We're all born from clothes soaked with strong wishes, and my wish is to tell beautiful and nostalgic stories. Since we have some new guests today, I'll tell a story I've treasured for many, many years. Once upon a time, I had a very close friend.
Then they died at the end.
This friend was my most loyal listener and my exclusive accessories supplier. Whenever she went away, she'd always bring back all sorts of beautiful fabrics and trinkets for me. No matter how chaotic the world was, we always arranged fabric, planted thuddy squashes, and counted the stars in the night sky together. But one day, suddenly, she disappeared.
What? Why did she leave you, Miss Twinkle?
Because on that day, she was carried off by a bubble. Perhaps she had a very important mission, to find a way for all living creatures to be happy.
Or perhaps it was just a very unfortunate bubble factory accident.
far, far away. I heard her say, "Farewell. Farewell." Then I watched her land on a rainbow-colored island. It was a place without sorrow, where countless clear bubbles floated in the air. I call that place Serenity Island.
Are you sure you just didn't get high?
Huh? Is that a puppy PC?
I mean, we saw a cat PC before. Puppy PC is not that far off the normal, right?
Wait, you're
Say
back.
hello to the pumpkin.
Why is he in such a rush? Was he hurrying home?
As always, my family always disapproves of anything that I actually like.
Is
So I
he
showed my
trying
cups
to
to my
say
grandmother
something
and
to
she was like, what, more
Mama, that's
childish
fine. At
things?
the very least, we need to return his bell.
It's like, oh, you party pooper. Just let people enjoy life for once. Hi, I found a thing that normally hangs around your neck and stuff. I mean, that is true, but if somebody told me the story like that, my first reaction would be to wonder whether or not they're high.
Ugh. Whew. You run way too fast.
Don't be afraid. You need some help?
He said, follow. What do you think it means?
I think that's pretty straightforward, Momo.
Something to do with Serenity Island?
He wants us to follow.
Wow, that's... is that a catapult seal?
It's rainbow colored. I think he's waiting for us. Does he want us to look at the seal?
Looks like the puppy PC wants the rainbow seal to take us somewhere.
That would track when somebody says follow and there's rainbow seals, you know? Hello? I'm a bit tired, otherwise I'm good. It was a very hectic week. And there's no slowing down. Paralives are releasing on the 25th of May. And on the 28th of May, /29th, depending on your time zone, will be the next Infinity Nikki patch. So I'm kind of trying to pre-do a lot of things, just so that I can take like at least half of that week off in order to like experience both releases side by side. But it also means that during my off time, I'm just like stuck thinking about other things that I should be doing.
Looks like there's a village up ahead. Nikki, let's head over there and ask around.
And like last week, I just had a migraine and also had incredible amounts of like work.
Feels like all my worries and fatigue just
So it's just busy. It's a lot more busy than it should have been, but it's fine.
This place looks a lot like Stonewoods, but the gliding ability isn't working.
Could it really be like Twinkle's story? Maybe it isn't part of the abandoned district, but actually the island from her tale.
You know, normally this place is very cheery and we just arrived when there's rain. And it just makes this place look very drab. It's the primary beach location. It's funny because this released between April 28th and June 2nd. So our current 2.5 patch is actually shorter than, I even think June 4th, than 1.5 was. And this is 1.5. Yay. We once again have its own like unique collectibles. It has its own abilities as well. Wind bubble. We got such serious and sad story this time around. The last time around it was like, hey, it's bubble season. Well, that and the game completely shat itself and collapsed on itself, and there was a lot of drama, but also the intent was more of a beachy, summery place than the intent this time around, I would say.
What's our goal? To be Bubble Choir conductor. What do we need? Precision and rhythm. And how do we train? When catching bubbles.
I think it would be very hard to get cats to be interested in things on screen on Infinity Nikki's door.
Bubble bloom. Look at the wrist, catches them all. Conduct to the left, conduct to the right, and the wind will carry the tune. Just aim at the bubbles and conduct to win. Here, try those bubbles over there. Whoa, by the rainbow bubble bloom. Are you two? Hello there. We're...
Two pieces! Yes, that's very believable.
We're two pieces. I'm Woo Kaka Nikki, and this is Woo Meow Meow Momo.
Nikki, saying that, you'll just make them more nervous.
I get it. A human stylist and a Momo.
A living human? I've never seen one before. Fascinating.
We're just two
Humans have never
pieces,
been to
yes.
Serenity Island before. This is as headline worthy as the Bathing Bliss Festival being postponed. I should write this down now. Bathing Bliss Festival? What's that? It's the grandest festival on Serenity Island. It only happens when bubble blooms blossom. When they do, bubbles fill the sky, and PCs line up for a bath. The rainbow spring water washes away all our troubles and stains. There's a bathing contest for the village heads, and the bubble choir gives a special performance. Oh, Ash was just practicing for the choir conductor audition. We were helping him rehearse. That sounds so fun. But didn't you just say the Bathing Bliss Festival was postponed? Yeah. There's been a recent outbreak of dirty thread disease. To keep everyone safe, the village heads decided to postpone it.
Dirty thread disease? Is that a PC sickness? It sounds dangerous.
Well, we don't have any threads on us, so the worst that it's gonna do
very
is
dangerous.
decompose our clothes. It's
Infected
fine.
PCs become dirty and grimy, and they get hallucinations. Huh? Nikki, that puppy PC we saw.
Oh yeah. We saw a puppy PC outside.
I mean, shroom bathhouses just apparently taste like mushroom soup.
Have you seen him before? Outside? But we can't leave this place. How could... You can't leave? A dirty puppy PC. Haven't seen one of those. All the infected PC cases in Silkville are being managed by Tara, the village head. Why not go ask her? She might know the puppy you're looking for. Actually, I need to report to Tara anyway. When I'm done gathering bubbles, I'll head to Silkville and meet you. See you there.
I like how colorful their hands are. Their gloves kind of look like they're matching my outfit. The rest of them are very PC yellow, but the gloves seem fashionable. More diamonds for me! What am I gonna do with all those diamonds? I don't know, but as long as we're running past, I'm gonna click into them. I'm not really gonna be reading lore from this region. I don't think it's quite as interesting as the lore was in the Boneyard. It's more like fluff. So I feel okay with skipping it. Hello! Actually, you seem to have a styling competition going on in here. Let's see if we can beat you. It is 1.5, but I've been notorious for just not glowing up my clothes. Yeah, that looks about correct. It's okay, my footwear is beating you again. Never mind. I can definitely beat you. You know that it's scaled for someone rather new to the game when your boots beat like half the competition or even the full competition, you're like, yep, this is definitely not scaled for me.
Reporting in, Tara.
Good
The
morning.
collection was a success. The bubbles are silky and smooth. Perfect cleansing lotion ingredients.
Well done. Once this old PC retires, you youngsters are...
Come on, Tara.
I wonder which part they would separate as hair and which part they would separate
Hey,
as
don't be cheeky,
skin.
Bootsy. If you all didn't insist on
Because we
Mom
don't
saving me
tend to
every
dye
time,
our
I'd have stepped down
skin.
ages ago. A human! An actual human!
Nikki, Momo, you're here.
The shape is really not my thing.
Formidable scrubbing champ on all of
I feel like a
Tara, nice to meet you.
jellyfish would be the best comparison. I really like how much it glitters.
That's
And
right. Back in my prime, no
Bubble
one on Serenity
Season
Island
felt
could
like
outscrub
the
me. And
right
yes,
place
entered
to
my backup.
use
Couldn't leave until their fabric was spotless,
the
their
4-star
threads
that
smooth,
is
and
as
their colors
playful as it
vibrant.
is.
How about
I
this?
like
Why not
its
hand Momo
shoes
over? I'll scrub his
and
front
its
paws,
gloves
back
because
paws,
those are
back,
just like
belly,
twirly
even his
twirlies.
little toes and the tip
Its
of his
socks
tail
are
will be
kind of
spotless.
ombre, which are quite nice, and I also quite enjoy its haircut. It's just that the main dress is a bit jellyfish shaped.
Guests like that. Besides, didn't I just tell you? They have something important to ask you.
Yes, you're right. Business first, then. Business. About that puppy PC you've been looking for. I haven't seen him.
Well, it seems that our business is concluded then.
Normally, all the village's infected PCs are given rainbow spring water therapy, and there haven't been any puppies among them.
Do you get puppies often?
From that weird group, the ones who refuse to bathe after getting infected. The somethings.
Hey, quit talking nonsense, Bootsy!
There's collectible little 2D drawings. I forgot what they're called. We haven't seen them in patch cycles for a while now, and some people really miss them. I find it funny that there's one staring me in the face in this cutscene right now on those boxes. Over there. I didn't realize that some of them are permanent content. I thought that most of them get removed after the patch cycle. There are PCs that refuse to bathe?
Isn't bathing a major tradition in Soakville? Why would they?
Well, some of those infected PCs have started experiencing hallucinations and causing a bit of a ruckus. It's nothing serious. Don't worry.
That sounds really serious, lady.
Therapy. Is it specially made to cure dirty thread disease?
That's right. Centuries ago, there was a massive outbreak of dirty thread disease. Nearly every resident of Serenity Island fell ill. Thankfully, the Guardian saved us. He left behind 2 nuggets of wisdom, one of which was rainbow spring water
Little
therapy.
bastard.
The Silver Gale's gift, the source of the rainbow. Serenity Spring cleanses all contaminants.
Back then, the legendary Serenity Spring flowed with rainbow spring water, curing everyone and restoring peace to Serenity Island.
What an amazing story. So, can we speak to the PCs undergoing therapy? Maybe they know that infected puppy PC.
They're still in therapy. Once their fabric is fully restored, I'll definitely let you meet them and ask your questions. Yes.
It really sounds like you're rounding people up and just like removing
The
them.
busiest PC needs a good scrub, and even urgent matters require rest to complete. I've prepared a thuddy squash cabin just for you. Bootsy, you're in charge of showing our guests around Soakville and ensuring they get a proper rest at the cabin.
Leave it to me. Nikki and Momo, you two follow me. You'll have a fun and relaxing time for sure.
I like both Nikki's hair and the hair of one of the... Oh, I love how they were like, do-it-yourself workshop and pattern customization. It was something that got made available for like 1 piece of clothing. And never again. It's like Infold forgot that they had it. Another thing, because this place keeps on like talking about Thuddy's squash cabin, a lot of people thought that when housing was gonna come, We're gonna get one of these with like a customizable interior pretty much and not like our own floating island. So people thought, oh, this is set up for housing. And then it wasn't. We going to the cabin, yes?
That lives in these Buddy Squash cabins. Sit just outside your door, sunbathe, and enjoy a bubble bath. How about it? Sounds relaxing, right?
Well, currently it's raining, so it's not really sunbathing weather, but I'll take your word on that being relaxing. I mean, we can just lie down on the pavement and have a good soak. Hey, sunshine came back. There we go.
Welcome to the Soakville Bathhouse, our favorite spot to relax and bathe.
Yeah, that was what they were called, gifties. For some reason, yes. Gifties still exist here. I also thought that they were temporary content, and apparently they're not.
Every time I see rainbow spring water, I think of the Guardian. According to the legend, the Guardian was a PC revered by all. He is brave and responsible. But after leaving behind those 2 nuggets of wisdom, no one knows where he went. Only some legends remain.
Come to think of it, even moonlight is just sunlight reflected, right?
That's High Snow Tree.
You can sunbathe in any weather, on any time of the day.
Over here. Oopsie. These are my new friends, Nikki the human and her companion Momo.
Hello there, Murmur.
Hello. Hang on. How come you're not at the Soakville Bathhouse, Murmur?
I had some personal matters, so I took the afternoon off. But don't worry, I put the cleaning brushes in neat rows and filled the cleansing lotion bottles all the way to the top.
And you scrubbed every PC nice and clean?
Yes, I made sure everything was ready before I left, so I could take off from work for a bit.
Are you okay, Murmur? You're acting strange today.
It's just, I promised Granny Bubbles. I promised her I'd hurry back because the bathhouse has so many guests lately. It needs more rainbow spring water and more hard-working PCs. I'm sorry. Bootsy, Nikki, Momo, I've got to go now. I need to get back to the bathhouse to help Granny Bubbles. Bye. Bye-bye. Have fun.
What in the... Murmur's acting so weird today.
Murmur's also a little bit frayed and overworked.
She's completely different. Murmur doesn't normally talk that much, but today she met 2 complete strangers, a human and a Momo, and said over 5 whole sentences.
Murmur's normally a quiet PC? That really is surprising.
Yeah, she acted more like her old self just now. She used to always be a bit shy, but was eager to help others. And when she was happy, she would chatter non-stop. But after that thing happened, Murmur has become more and more reserved.
Not that thing!
Well, a long time ago, before the Bathing Bliss Festival, there was a cave-in at the Steamville Crystal Salt Cavern. Unfortunately, Murmur was there and got trapped. She was missing for several days. We were all so worried. Luckily, she somehow made it back to the village on her own.
That's good. Thankfully, everything turned out okay.
Yeah, but the experience left Murmur shaken.
Well, you know how
After
every
she started
story in
talking about
Infinity
strange
Nikki
things,
goes, it's
everyone was a
deceptively
little put
friendly.
off. But I thought the strange
Outside of
things were
2.5, that's just
Even if they were just hallucinations,
aggressively
I
and
didn't have to write them
directively
down, so I
dark.
turned them into a series of novels. But Murmur hasn't talked much since. Maybe she stopped because nobody believed her stories. After that, Murmur became less cheerful. She often went off alone to the Guardian statue, hugging a whistle and staring vacantly. Sometimes she spent all day doing it.
Anyway, none of us found that to be strange and just left her to her own devices.
Yeah, but it's okay. Murmur was really talkative just now. Maybe that's a sign she's starting to feel herself again. After that incident, Murmur became very interested in all sorts of legends. Stories about the Guardian and humans. Maybe she was excited about seeing a living human for the first time. I'm going to compile the stories you've told me and the Guardian legends I've already collected. Then I'll give them to Murmur. I'm sure that'll make her happy.
Great idea. In that case, let me tell you more stories about humans.
Well, apparently we just stood around storytelling for like several hours. And now we can actually go. Let's not check up on the PC that was acting weird.
This is the Buddy Squash cabin Tara prepared for you.
Let's just enjoy our holiday.
She's not big on managing village affairs, but when something needs doing, she's super efficient.
All right, Nikki. We get to stay in a Thuddy Squash cabin.
What a cozy cabin. Thank you, Bootsy, and thank you, Tara.
You're the most special guest Silphil has had in centuries. You can rest here or explore the village as much as you like. Just don't wander too far. Leaving the village might cause problems.
Huh? Is it dangerous outside, Silphil?
Well, usually it's super peaceful, but the path leading to Steamville has been broken recently. And there's the dirty thread disease issue. Everyone just thinks it's best to stay cautious. Besides, Serenity Island hasn't always been so harmonious. A long time ago, during the Great Mending Era, there were a lot of injuries. Everyone had to work hard together to mend their terrifying wounds.
Ooh, another gifty.
Red disease outbreak, which was truly awful. Without the Guardian's wisdom and the Silver Guild's
I don't know where
protection,
exactly
none of
that
the
one
old
was,
ones
but
got
I
through
did
it.
see it.
I didn't realize Serenity Island had such a tough past.
Hello! So what was it like long ago?
Why did everyone on Serenity Island get hurt?
Well, it was because... it was so long ago I really can't remember. Like the Guardian's disappearance, we don't really know for sure. All we know is that after leaving his wisdom behind, the Guardian never appeared again.
Earlier, Tara mentioned the Guardian left 2 nuggets of wisdom. What was the other one?
Ahem. The Guardian said, "Never set foot upon the misty peak, nor stir the Silver Gale from his sleep." So on Serenity Island, the Misty Peak is strictly off limits. No one's allowed up there. The elders say it's because the sacred Silver Gale lives up there. But some of my friends are in the PC Adventure Club. They think it's because there's an S-Ling that eats PCs! Whoa! Did I scare you? Don't worry, it's just a legend. Alright, I've got to help move some bubble essence. That's a super important ingredient for the cleansing lotion. I'll also drop by the bathhouse to check on Murmur.
I like how all of them got isolated in one island. And a lot of the island is off limits to them. And they're still like, oh yeah, we have a PC Adventure Club. It's like, we're even adventuring, guys. And this is the not very well regarded stage. It used to be that if you came here to do a styling competition at very specific IRL hours, you could like collect prizes daily. I think that's still a thing. The issue is that was never a time when I was actually playing, because it was like a preset 2 hours. Let's select some poses, and let's confirm our entrance. And now it sits entirely abandoned, so that's nice. And this thing was also very glitchy when it was in place, as seen by the fact that I'm carrying a giant bow all of a sudden. I didn't know that my Nikki was hiding that somewhere, but okay. That's fair. I kinda like coming here to take pictures sometimes, Because it has a very abandoned feel to it. Yes, with a giant bow on hand that just stays after I go. Why do I have that? Game! Put that away! Why? How are we holding this? Nope, okay, we're just... That's currently stuck to our body a little bit. I don't know where that came from, but it's ours now. I really can't wait for the purification Gatling gun. That's gonna be awesome. Because if they're gonna continue going in this direction, you know that eventually that's gonna happen. Purification swords also sound like, you know, the kind of thing that we can have. It's for purifying purposes. Don't worry, guys. Sure, I'll play. I'm amazed how much of this content still remains here untouched. Yeah, sorry, that was entirely on the accident. We weren't actually gonna shoot you. I just carry it with me for the vibes. Yay! I'm not doing all of these, but I just wanted to remember their existence. It's sort of weirdly nice. Just like the fact that a lot of this exists. I didn't really want to do any side quests. I just approached it because I thought that maybe she's a styling NPC. I did see a gifty in a cutscene. I think it was this one. Ah yes, the extra brain rotation. I weirdly enough like the vibe of this was here a year ago. Because it just feels so weird to revisit it and go, oh, so they kept that thing, and they kept that thing, and they didn't keep that thing. Plus, that stage over there used to actually have players visiting it because it's technically a multiplayer area. And now you come in and you can be the only one there.
Nikki, do you want to look around some more?
We looked around. We looked around, Momo. We can continue looking around after we sleep in a decaying pumpkin. Why wouldn't I be okay with you using your descriptor as brain rotation?
Still... Wait! Momo, wake up! That strange puppy PC is here. Let's check it out.
I don't know why I'm surprised that Momo sleeps.
Where's that puppy PC?
He weirdly enough feels like a
He seems to know this
magical
place.
being.
He must be native to Serenity Island. But why have no other PCs seen him before?
Maybe we're invisible to everyone else right now too. You never know.
Here again?
Ah, Granny Bubbles. Until the heart of spring is restored, I can't scrub a single PC.
Those infected PCs you sent over are fine, but you're the one stressing every day. Your fabric has gone all rough. Come by the bathhouse sometime for a proper soak.
Once I've sent all our infected PCs to Steamville, I'll definitely swing by. I'll let Macy handle all the stress for me.
You stubborn PC. Worried about everyone, but still acting like you don't want the responsibility. Fine, fine. I'm heading back to prepare for the Bathing Bliss Festival. Once you've sorted these issues, everyone will soak and scrub to their heart's content.
Hello, magical dog that nobody has ever seen
If
has
only the
led us here.
Guardian was still here.
I swear we weren't snooping.
Holy cleansing lotion! What? How are you here? I mean, what nice weather tonight.
Sorry, Tara. We weren't trying to eavesdrop. We just happened to be passing by. We overheard
At
you
3
talking
a.m.,
about
as you
sending
do.
the infected PCs to Steamville. Did something happen?
I can't hide this for much longer. I might as well tell you. The thing is, the Rainbow Spring therapy completely failed.
What?
Granny Bubbles and I just can't work out why the therapy that saved Serenity Island before is completely useless now. We scrubbed and scrubbed the infected PCs in Rainbow Spring water. I even used my best scrubbing techniques, but the contamination won't budge, not even a little. I have no choice but to send them to Steamville to try their crystal salt baths. It's made from a super concentrated crystallized essence of Rainbow Spring water. It just might work.
But the path to Steamville is cut off.
Yes, like a threadbare cloth scrubbed once too hard, a single tear is all it takes. Earlier, when you asked to talk to the infected PCs, I turned you down because I didn't want you to find out that the therapy wasn't working. I'm sorry for deceiving you.
She has come clean surprisingly fast. It's okay, as long as you're not storing infected people in like a room somewhere.
That's okay. You did your best.
It's
to
like,
keep
this
them
is where all the lepers go.
We'll definitely find a way to cure the infected PCs.
In our newly established leper colony.
Ah, such a kind human and noble Momo. But the heart of Spring's buds have been tainted with dark essence. We haven't even found the contamination source, let alone figured out how to purify it.
Purify? That's what Nikki does best.
Yeah, I even got purification arrows now.
Oh, honored guests! You're truly more valuable than aged cleansing lotion and bubbles.
I can shoot anything you point your finger to.
Anything that Soakville can possibly offer is yours. I'll give you my title of scrubbing champ.
That's the most valuable thing here?
Such an important title shouldn't be given away so lightly. Don't worry. I, the purifying champ, will definitely solve this contamination problem.
Nikki just doesn't want to be known as the scrubbing champion.
No request. We ran into that puppy PC again earlier. Have you seen him anywhere?
Huh? Oh, no, I haven't. I asked the infected PCs for you earlier, and they also said they hadn't seen him. Wherever that puppy came from, it's even harder to figure out than my secret 18 scrubbing techniques.
So strange. But the most important thing now
So like one is up and down, the other one's side to side. For the third one you go in circles, for the fourth one you go in counter circles, that sort of thing.
Hopefully we can get this all sorted out.
There is only so many directions you can scrub in. I'm sure we can figure it out. Yes, do you want to be known as the savior of Mirrorland or the scrubbing champ? There was a double banner running at the time of 1.5. And on my main account I have the mermaid fit from it. I took pictures with it like around here. Because this water is very like nice and bluey. It's very summer vibes. this whole area.
Nikki, Momo, Tara told me everything. You can purify dark
Did
essence.
Tara tell you that the scrubbing techniques are no longer
Right, if we can
working?
Fix the heart of the spring. I can't wait to find
Because
out
I feel like
about
that's
others.
the more important part of the
Rainbow Forest in
conversation.
the village on High Stone Tree? I think it's called...
Steamville. There's definitely a lot of money over there. I feel like that would be a completely different location.
I remember. It's called Steamville. Steamville and Soakville. I think I figured out the naming strategy. Maybe I'll rename my hometown and say I'm from Nickyville.
Nikki, that is very
Wow, what an amazing name.
high ego of you.
From Nickyville in my new novel.
There are definitely other people living inside your hometown.
Cat-like companion.
Bootsy, do you enjoy writing stories?
That's right. If you ask me what the best thing on Serenity Island is, I'd say it's stories and friends.
So, is your
Yeah, but you
favorite thing
never
sharing
were
stories
off
with
the
your friends?
Serenity Island.
That's right. Every now and then, my friends and I get together at the Bubbly Tales Club to share all kinds of stories. We planned to meet in Steamville this time with Ash, Murmur, and the others. But then the Heart of the Spring issue came up and it got postponed.
It sounds like such a fun event. What's the story you're preparing?
Da-da-da-da! It's my latest masterpiece, The Monster Who Refused to Bathe. A tale about a PC that hates baths.
That sounds like an oddly way to vilify the people that are not going with your anti-disease measurements.
Because I said it before. Actually, I recently heard about a bunch of infected PCs that refuse to take Rainbow Spring therapy. They say all kinds of strange things. To avoid bathing, they formed a group and are hiding in the wilderness. Everyone thinks the dirty thread disease is causing them to hallucinate, making them act so oddly. People call them the rinse-free rebels. I've been wanting to ask Tara about them to gather more story material. You two were there last time, remember? But Tara keeps dodging my questions.
PC's refusing to bathe. If the dirty thread disease keeps spreading, who knows how bad it could get. It might even become life-threatening.
Nikki, we have literally no idea how PC diseases
We'll have
work.
to convince them to return.
Nikki, we should hurry up and purify the buds of the Heart of Spring.
Yeah, on it. Bootsy, do you know where the buds are?
The Heart of Spring buds are scattered across the wilderness. I'm not sure where they are exactly, but I do have two close friends
God
who
damn
know
it.
everything about them.
Wow, you're really friends with everyone on Serenity.
YouTube is very convinced that you should date old
Come
people.
find me at the Water Quality Lab. I'll introduce you to them there.
Like, oh, you're watching a stream? You're the completely correct demographic for dating old people. It's perfect. Match made in heaven.
Nikki, Momo, these are the water quality monitors of Soapville, senior members of the PC Adventure Club, and my good friends, Frank and Stan.
Hello.
Wow, we have guests! A human, a big kitty, a human.
Hello, new friends with so many impressive titles.
You look identical, but you give off completely different vibes.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure if one of you has a
Pretty much
patch
the
that's
same.
like drawn on
Stan,
you.
How are we different?
The purple one is very wiggly.
This just won't stand.
Fine, fine. You never play with me. Nikki, you three will, right? I got lots of stuff from the Rainbow Spring. Scraps of cloth, buttons, patches, hair clips, and scraps of cloth.
Wait, why were there so many things at the spring?
And you said scraps of cloth twice.
All right, Frank. Normally I'd totally play with you, but today we've got important things to do. Nikki wants to know where the contaminated buds are. She can help purify them.
Purify them? Great.
Yeah, I just kind of
It's
smack
spread to
things
4
until they're
places.
pure.
By the Guardian statue, in the old ruins, the Bubble Bloom field, and the brewing workshop. The order doesn't matter, and neither does the severity.
Order, severity.
Sorry. Since I became a water quality monitor, I've never encountered a problem this big. The buds are contaminated, the heart of spring is weak, and the paths are cut off.
The buds are on stone trees. Stone trees are tall. Taller than humans. Much, much taller.
What?
Yeah, some of the very cheery characters will have very deep
Are you saying the
voices.
buds are high up on the stone trees? PCs can float up, but it's hard for humans to reach them, right?
Exactly. The stone trees in the wilderness are much taller than those around Soapville. Even we PCs struggle.
You know, when we were swooshing giant orbs, we could be like, oh yeah, we are making things pure. Now
Spring blooms, of course. We can whoosh.
Now it's like literally, we shoot things.
Follow me. There are many small spring blooms growing on the heart of spring's roots. When awakened, they shoot small water spouts, similar to those from the heart of spring itself. Master riding the spring bloom water spouts and you'll be able to reach higher places and move around the wilderness much easier.
Whoosh! That plop. It wouldn't happen to be the sound of us falling, would it?
No wonder you're a senior explorer in the PC Adventure Club, Frank. You really know your way around the wilderness.
I like that they're calling it the wilderness when it's just
Now that
like
we know
some
this,
mountains
we'll be
next
able
to their
track all those
village.
buds in no time.
Be careful out there. Stay safe.
Nikki,
And this patch of grass directly next to our house, yeah, very wild it is. Alright, we don't need anything else from here. And this is one of those outfits that made me believe that what I'm currently wearing is like a pretty good
Yeah, I can acquire a
thing to
spring
wear
awakening
for
outfit.
this because
And
it
then
look
Mr. White-
it gives off similar vibes. We need hurl. We unfortunately need an uneven amount of hurl, but it's fine. Let's also do the weekly ones while we're here.
Water sprouts to reach the buds way up high.
Hurl. Let's do double hurl. Because I think we can double craft this. And then we can have it in more than one color. This is one of the less liked ability outfits from people. Just because people normally don't know how to make it look good. I don't blame them.
awakening outfit.
It does feel like a bit of a hard thing to make look good. Do I just have things that were not double crafted for some reason? Because if yes, I can fix at least some of these.
It is good to go. Now we can move around much more easily. Let's head to the first
Let's do the whole evolvey thingy. So that's the exploration season. And my keyboard doesn't want to like stay connected because sometimes that's a thing. We are looking for bubble season. Can I evolve you? No. We're missing a thing in here, but we don't need evolvey materials for that one. So we can have an extra color of this. Why not? No, kitty. It's just my keyboard is being... The USB is kind of flimsy for it. So that's just something that it does sometimes. No kitty in the room today. I didn't have very good sleep today, but kitties did make it very hard to get up. Because I was just compressed by 3 kitties. And that's always a nice thing to wake up to, being compressed by 3 kitties. Let's get our diamonds for this one. And also this one, hooray. Now, apparently we also leveled up in Compendium. We can have even more diamonds! One day, over the rainbow, when I really need them, they might not be the worst thing to have. For now, though, we do need to go to the ability setup. And which ability do I want to replace from here? The fireworks one we're not using outside of the fireworks place. So we can select Awaken Spring Bloom. Let's make it all wake up. It's all the way over there. How did I even come over here? Was it always all the way over there? I feel like I was closer to it before. Oh, it's because there's like multiple ones. Okay. There are 4. I somehow already forgot about it. I do enjoy that their amount of water in this island is very minimal. Like, this is one of those watery places where you can't actually cross on foot. I get the idea. I hope to. I have a tabletop tomorrow, and it feels like the kind of thing that you kind of want to be rested for. You want to have all the brain cells. Though, we're not going to be doing anything too strenuous. The episode will be about us getting interrogated. That is apparently only supposed to fill half the runtime, though. But we have already made up the idea of what else we want to do. And I don't know how the storyteller feels about that. Because we got so focused on the idea of doing a museum heist that we want to do an extensive scene where we plan it. And the only reason why we're not going for museum heist immediately is because we have a guest star that's gonna be in there, that's gonna be the interrogator that's coming over, and museum heist should be its own thing. Ooh! Let's just try this! I feel like we're definitely overkilling things. Indeed, it's Bubbles. Bubbles time! It is indeed a very, very big race button. Which for everything that's not actual Ixalant feels like insane overkill. Oh god. I accidentally hit it wrong. Sorry, flower. I'm not that great at making flowers erupt water beams. But it's okay, I'll get used to it. Careful, guys. If you're not careful, I'll just take out the eraser. It's funny that in such a cozy game, you can power creep as bad as we have. Because I really, really feel like no S-Ling is a match for me now. Which way up? Anyway, I guess? Do the thing! There we go. Okay, we might want to reinitialize it and do it properly from the very beginning. Come on, do the thing. Sprout your water, thank you. There we go. That's my whim balloon. They don't feel like they would be very stable. I feel like they might be very explosive. I don't think that I like that. Like, if you took a string and you wrapped it around balloon, surely. Not like the greatest sturdiness that would be. Some of them even survived the eraser. That's very high and mighty of them. Surviving the eraser. That's not allowed. Okay, time to make this spurt go spurt. This somehow feels kinda inappropriate, manipulating flowers to like spit a large amount of water at me. And that should be the top of the mountain, where we have a thing to do. Namely in the purifying direction. Things need to be pure. Momo's already being very eager to actually join the battle, and I think he actually eliminated enemies before I could even get to them. That's always nice. That's just a bush. I don't know why I expected it to be something else, but it's not.
So many broken buildings. They've been abandoned for a long time, but you can still see traces of humans who lived here.
Nikki, over there! Are those traces from a battle?
Serenity Island. What happened here?
There's a PC surrounded by S-Lings! Nikki, let's go help him.
Well, I mean, the whole of Stonewall, all of the PCs, are the clothes remnants of the regrets that people that were moving out leaving behind? Or people that like died prematurely? So it's not like Stoneville in itself is a very happy place.
Just a little contamination. Piece of cake. Let's go find the next one.
Hey! It's a blooming thing! Look at it being all pure. Oh, that took a while. You gonna do anything, or?
Wow! Humans live here in the old ruins? What a groundbreaking discovery! Humans can purify S-Lings and are accompanied by round, chubby creatures. When I get back, I'll publish this adventure.
It's just very
and then
spinny.
I'll definitely become the star of the PC Adventure Club.
I think that we're gonna get a lot more power crept in the future updates. Because eventually there's gonna be something better than archery. We do indeed live here in this very particular spot in these ruins. That is a completely sane assumption that you just made over there.
That's right. I'm the human living in the shadows of Serenity Island. I never thought someone would find me. Mwahaha.
Nikki, don't scare that little PC. Look, his threads are unraveling.
Sorry. Actually, Momo and I aren't from Serenity Island. We're here
We
to
just
help
go
people
and do
like
murder, and then we go all pure.
Ah, I see. Looks like asking Granny Bubbles for leave from the bathhouse was a waste.
Huh? Do you also work at the Soakville bathhouse?
Is that like the only employment opportunity around here?
Boring job? All I did was scrub, day after day. Even my signature move, the Freddy Vortex. Only Tara was willing to try it. I grabbed her buttons and did a whopping dry spin. Tara seemed busy nowadays and rarely comes to bathe. Boring job like that doesn't deserve the cool title of Soakville Spin Dry Specialist. It's just as misleading as the PC Adventure rankings.
The PC Adventure rankings. What's that?
Huh? You don't know? It's the classic rankings from the PC Adventure Club. It ranks all the places worth exploring on Serenity Island by difficulty level. The old ruins are clearly marked as beginner level, so why are there so many S-lings here? The rankings are flawed. I'll file a complaint.
I wanted to do the dangerous thing, and the beginner level thing had danger in it.
Recently, the S-lings
I'm gonna launch a complaint.
Oh, I see. I knew it couldn't be my fault. I'd never fail a beginner level challenge. It was all just a mix-up.
A great explorer? More like a great excuse maker.
You tell him, Momo.
Once I've completed every challenge on the rankings, except the top difficulty, no PCs or cats will be able to question my status.
Yeah, I hate it when cats question
Where
me.
is the top difficulty location?
That would be the legendary Forbidden Zone, Misty Peak. Never set foot upon the Misty Peak, nor stir the Silvergale from his...
You know that it's very reasonable because it's formal. Sleep?
I remember Bootsy saying this. The Guardian's second nugget of wisdom warns all PCs not to disturb the Silvergale's sweet dream.
Never set foot upon the Misty Peak, nor stir the Silvergale from his sleep. You really need to get that rhythm right.
Yes. Anyway, no PCs know the way to Misty Peak. Maybe some did, but they never came back down.
Oh no.
While I, Freddy, am fearless, I wouldn't dare think about going up Misty Peak.
You were just talking about going there in like the
Foolish little
past
PC
3
like
minutes,
Murmur would
but
make
okay.
such bold claims.
Murmur said she's been to Misty Peak?
Rumor doesn't seem like one to exaggerate.
I don't believe it. If Murmur really completed the top difficulty challenge, why stay at the bathhouse listening to Granny Bubbles and doing boring chores?
Because it scared her?
I'd already be a golden explorer and lead the entire PC Adventure Club.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, today's adventure ends here. There are countless PCs waiting for me to wring them dry back home. It could be that this is the life a destined great explorer must face.
Yeah, wringing other pieces dry.
Farewell!
Goodbye, weird floaty man. May we never meet again. I have other places to go to. I saw there being like a giant... Oh, it's that one. Okay. Oh, it's because it's getting like purer over time as we're doing this. So like it's regaining its own color. Do we need this box over here? does feel like it. I think this one will float easier. So what if I leave it like over here? And then I'll retrieve the small and heavy one. And I'm gonna put that on the button. See? Big brain time. It's just... Sometimes you wonder if these locations truly exist or if it's all in Nikki's brain. Do we, like, I don't know, zone out a little sometimes? That might be a bit... Nope, that's not too far, actually. This is fine. Haha! Your balloon belonged to me. Very balloony. Now, how do I suppose I'm just gonna run at the shoreline. That will do it. Because there's my one weakness over there, deep water. We're definitely some sort of mystical creature, considering that we cannot get wet. Like, we have one weakness, and it's not death, it's not arrows, it's not guns, it's wet. Which you can't convince me that this is a normal human thing. Yes. I wonder if you become a mystical creature, do you over time just like pick up mystical qualities to yourself? Like, at what point do you go from, yeah, I can handle wet to definitely no wet under any circumstances? But also immortal. And I wonder if it just thinks that you like slightly dislike? And they just like evolve and become worse over time? So if you just kind of slightly dislike eating asparagus, over time that becomes your absolute kryptonite, your nemesis. The one thing you can never tolerate. At least Island Life seems to be treating them very, very nicely. Everybody seems very relaxed in here. Like, how your biology changed over hundreds and hundreds of years. You guys okay over there, or? Don't get me wrong, I'll come down and eliminate you, but... You seem to have fallen over. Like you can't get up. There are a lot of wind balloons in here. I feel like I'm so going off track with these. I feel like wind balloons on the— They left so many chests in here. I feel like I can't go 2 steps without finding one. Just kinda nice. Anyway, we were trying to fix the island. Like, this one will have a lot of enemies in it.
Try hitting those little rocks on its butt.
Stop regrowing rocks, mister. There we go. It's a balloon! It's a balloon that pretended to be a chest. Nikki is definitely entirely sane. And there's nothing going on whatsoever. Honestly, after a while of this, I wonder would you just believe that you're having a permanent complete break from reality? Or that you are a magical girl with a cat traveling companion? I feel like if I accidentally magicked like this, the next day, months later, you still couldn't convince me that
What kind of past
I didn't just, like, lose my marbles entirely. I would still be like, yeah, but 32 years of experience tell me that that's just not how the world works. Aww, look at the giant statue! They even painted it.
Nikki, look! So many notes have been left near the statue. Are they from the Soapville villagers?
They even left me a pair of slippers. From the very beginning, Serenity Island was home. Good for it! Good for Serenity Island, truly. Ah, I do love my jumpy location where I just stand on your precious statue's head. You see, I have to. There was a balloon transformed into a butterfly that was flying past. And that entirely justifies it. Ah yes, you know, you do some floating as you do.
Just a little
I think
continuation.
some of these
Let's go find the next
S-Links get so confused with me being able to just do all of this that they stop reacting to absolutely everything. Look at us healing the nice big bloom. I know where our next one is, but there's like a little shelf over here. And when there's a shelf, it's very inviting for me to stand on it. I think this is just the way down from the statue, though. I'm just gonna casually stop in another dimension, don't mind me. Maybe this is correct? Do I want to lower this? After this point? Is that the implication? Is that low enough? I have so many ball-related questions. Yeah, that will work. Nice. Everybody thinks that we're just an amazing stylist. What they don't know is that we pay in the diamond currency inside our brain. Unless we pay in the diamond currency, our brain does not unlock. And we cannot have an outfit. So when somebody asks Nikki why did she improve on some of her outfits but not others, she's like, oh, that's just because I didn't have diamonds. And everyone else in the world is like, what the hell is a diamond? Oh, you know, just the thing that I need to pay my brain. I got a balloon bubble. It's a balloon. But also a bubble. Oh, hey, look, it's another one of those gifties. So nice of them to still be around. I mean, looking at this seer, her chest is entirely empty outside of the Star of Infinity from the looks of it, so it wouldn't be surprised if our brain just like got replaced by a diamond slot machine. You insert diamond, you get design. What, does your brain not work like that? This is still an invention of all time. Just a splurt. Aww, look at you working the field with your magical hoe. It has a lot of wildflowers on it, so I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to do, but you go there, madam, sir. Person. How nice of you to leave some earring designs for me on your own rooftop. Okay, this is a styling one. These ones are fast. Sure, I'll inspire you. I have like one outfit that fits the inspiration, but that's fine. Look at my shoes scoring normal again. I mean, don't you normally find earrings inside farm fields? I'll do your other stylings as well. You want me to be fresh. Look at me go. Look at how fresh I am. Ah, this one is harder. My footwear does not quite strike you as super impressive anymore. I need the rest of my outfit to win. Perfect. Ah yes, fishing jacket with the evening dress. I don't think we quite have enough for the last one. Plus, I don't think we even have anything that's sexy. We do have plenty of elegant things. Yeah, look at us being average over here. She's like, oh, so disappointing. How average of you. Yeah, you know, close enough. I know how spring blooms work, Nikki. My game is like, but what if we put a wind balloon in it? You'll just get confused. You'll be like, how do I get to that?
This thing's so tough.
Sure, these things look tough.
Just a little contamination. Piece of cake. Let's go find the next one.
Especially with being a flying eraser. Valkyrie's just going with me everywhere now. It's just a permanent piece of our kit. Will it be power crept in the future? Sure. Can we just bring the Valkyrie to Wishfield in the meanwhile? Also sure. Why not? You can't stop me. To be fair, the game could have stopped me. It sometimes like disallows you from using specific abilities in specific places. But with archery purification, it was like, no, you enjoy it. You go and you take it to the regular Miraland and just have fun. Have a whale of a time. We don't mind. What is in the pocket dimension number 3? It's a ball challenge. This is hydraulics for this one. What's the... Oh, on the other side, okay. Mom, the water's too deep. I'm drowning again. Let's just carefully cross over. We're not the ball, so we shouldn't fall in. I think that's high enough. I also think that we can traverse the wall over here, so we don't quite... I might have overcomplicated things. But it's fine. What is life without a little bit of complexity? Go, ball! Go! You can do it! You can do the rolly thing. I believe in you. And it's doing it! It's rolling! Yay! The ball did it! One day we're gonna like pop into one of these dimensions and it's just gonna be filled with bees. And we're gonna be like, oh yeah, so that's where I store my bees. That makes sense. I was having questions, but not quite anymore. Yeah, they're their bee pocket. Everybody needs one of those. That does imply that there's a separate pocket for every ingredient, so one of those pockets is just kilograms of fish. Just stacked upon one another. And we're like, oh yeah, so that's where I kept my fish. Now, during 1.5 itself... No! Don't run away! I'm sorry, I need to reset you. My cloud ran away. During 1.5 itself, I felt like I couldn't really find much joy in here because of how broken everything got. And how much sad it made me feel. But now, I'm like... Yeah, this is a fun place. I get to have memories. I get to remember things. And I also get it to take it at face value instead of worrying about everything else in a very broken patch.
Nikki, no one is in danger. It's time for you to step in.
Oh yeah, some of these are still sentient pillows and not of the right kind. There we go. Now the only pillows that exist are the pillows of the right kind. Nikki, you're amazing. I know, Murmur, I know. I went to Itzalan, got OP, and then came back to help you solve your issues. I mean, we do have a house dimension. So surely we can store furnishings somewhere.
Holy one and only precious cleansing lotion! You're more agile than Bubbles, and braver than Terra at bath time. Serenity Island's first ever bottle of 8-in-1 cleansing lotion must go to you.
I'm not entirely sure I need that much cleansing, but thanks.
Covered too. Nikki, thank you.
No need to thank me. But the contamination was so bad here. Why did you risk coming?
It's my fault. I was in the final stages of perfecting my 8-in-1 cleansing lotion. Just a tiny bit more and it would have been complete. Then, suddenly, a flash of inspiration hit me. I came up with the perfect solution, adding a bit of juice from the roots of spring blooms.
Can that even be used as a cleansing lotion ingredient?
It was my passionate intuition as a gold-tier ace brewmaster. But those Esligs were so greedy. I barely took the tiniest bit of untainted juice, and they immediately zeroed in on me. Ugh, so frustrating! Then, as luck would have it, Murmur and Nikki appeared here as if by fate, shielding me heroically.
Murmur seemed to have been very confused and standing with you.
Wait, Lulu. Why do you look like you're contaminated?
Does she?
I do feel a bit different.
Oh no, did you get too close to the contaminated buds?
Don't worry. I'll take you to the bathhouse and rinse it off with rainbow spring water right now.
Wait,
I'm gonna be very direct with this anyway, that's not
the
working
rainbow
anymore.
spring water therapy isn't working.
What?
No way! This batch of 8-in-1 cleansing lotion is for Terra. She said it was to help the rainbow spring water therapy.
Terra didn't share this with everyone to avoid causing panic. But it's fine. She's planning to take everyone to Steamville for treatment. There's gotta be a solution. Also, Terra entrusted us with purifying the buds. She hopes we can fix the Heart of Spring and repair the route between the two villages.
This is really bad. Worse than being good at something you don't like. Worse than waiting for someone who will never come back. I have to go. I'll pack up my cleansing lotion and go find Terra. No matter what happens, she can't skip out on paying for the order.
So anyway, I'm infected, but pay me.
No wonder. That must be why Terra and Granny Bubbles are spending so much time together. Having conversations in secret. Granny also blocked off the Thuddy Squash cabin where the infected PCs are. She even personally delivers the brushes and bubble bath balls. Nikki, did Terra mention what to do if the PCs of Steamville can't find a solution either?
I don't know, cry?
Sorry, Murmur.
crying's always an
I don't
option.
know either. Look, we've already resolved the bug contamination problem. There must be a way to
I
cure the
can
dirty
shoot
disease
you
too.
Nikki,
with my
I trust
arrows
you.
of
Come
purification.
somewhere with me.
Might really hurt though. I never tried that on
Very
a person.
important to tell you. Please, you have to come.
All 4 buds are purified. Nikki, Murmur seems very worried. Let's find her first before heading to the heart of spring.
Yeah, that's fine. We can try and calm her down in a hopeless situation. I'm sure that we're completely equipped to do with that. Though, you know, getting the cleansing oil solution as a gift thing just kind of reminds me. The one very popular Christmas gifts. If you don't quite know a person very well, you can get gift bags of like deodorants and soaps and perfumes. And you can take it as a person was trying to be polite and just gifting you everyday household items that you're likely to use. So you can take it as, oh, they were being thoughtful. And you can also take it as, you stink. Maybe you should bathe more often. So, I don't know what exactly they're trying to say about Nikki in here.
Murmur, the PCs here are...
Nikki, Momo, thank you for coming. Everyone here is a friend of mine.
Yeah, maybe they should go with, you know, the floof-hugging solution that Perksolians came up with. Hugging a dog will always make you feel better.
But why are they refusing?
Oh, I have
therapy?
coffee and I also
Doesn't
have
dirty
some
thread
sherry.
disease terrify everyone on Serenity Island?
Because there are things they don't want to forget. Did you know dirty thread disease can cause hallucinations?
Yes.
I think I heard Bootsy and Ash talking about it before. The affected PCs would say some really odd things.
Right. The villagers dismiss them as mere hallucinations. But the rinse-free rebel...
Oh, it's not
they're
a
both
cherry,
lost
it's a
memories
sherry.
resurfacing from the illness.
Which is like a sweet wine
They refuse
drink.
the treatment because they don't want to lose those memories. They just want to remember more.
I do like cherry
Just a
too,
little
though.
more. That's why they ran
Oh,
away.
very rare to find cherry
You
juice.
believe them, don't you?
Yes. I believe they are memories from a long, long time ago. I just don't know why we've all forgotten. They don't want to forget. And I just really want to help them. That's why I use my position at the bathhouse to help them escape and hide here temporarily.
Wait, so the last time we ran into you, was that because...
You were smuggling people out of the leper colony.
A
Cool.
new infected PC. I feel so much guilt toward Granny Bubbles and Terra. Now that the Rainbow Spring Water therapy has failed, we have to take everyone to Steamville to find a new cure. Nikki, you're the human Terra entrusted with this task, and you can purify S-lings, just like the Guardian. Can you help try to persuade everyone?
I can try and purify them for you.
I see. I'll try talking to everyone.
I'm not entirely sure that that's gonna be pain-free, but we can always try. Hello.
Flying high. It turns out that I moved along with the wind, gathering everyone's words in my heart.
Flying. Like bubbles flying high up into the air?
How did you know? I love flying through the air with the bubbles. It's because of this that everyone calls me High Flying Hannah. As I fly through the air,
As opposed to what, like low sailing Hannah?
the bubbles are so clear. And if there's another PC chatting with me, it's perfect.
I'll be curious about
What
it.
do you enjoy about chatting while floating? When I float, I'm either focusing on where to land or admiring the view, so I don't really think of talking.
I like that Nikki
I
has
didn't always
experience in
know either. I
floating.
just felt that without the sound of talking, it was too quiet. It felt so empty and lonely. But now I understand. It's because I used to live on the window of a family's home.
I'll just borrow a liter of two off my aunt. I'm pretty sure that she's like stacking
The mother of
whole
that family had
rooms
a
full of
loud,
that
lively
thing.
voice. She loved talking about her sister, the village patrol officer, who always carried a wrench and a hoe to help keep the village peaceful. That wrench was borrowed from their house, and it was the mother's proudest story to tell.
Why does a wrench and a hoe just sound
Father was
really
quiet and
threatening?
reserved, but he was amazing.
It's
at
to
sewing.
keep the
Their
village
child
peaceful.
had a bow tie cat that loved to use me as a scratching post. And the father
I would
carefully
entirely be
handled
not
the
surprised if that auntie has a dedicated soup storeroom.
So, you were once a set of curtains, weren't
She
you?
does have quite a lot of it.
That's right. Yes. It was only after getting this illness that I remembered my past. How the sun made me feel warm and cozy.
She must have like a storeroom of good soup and then like a storeroom of
Year after year,
forbidden
that
soup, and
family
then people
always
just
wished
have
for
to not
peace
mix the
and
two up.
happiness. It turns out that's why I was brought into existence. Now, every time I flutter and fly, thinking about them fills me with such joy.
Those memories are truly beautiful. In the future, maybe we can float together and chat. I'll remind you of everything you shared with me today.
Really? Thank you. You're such a kind girl with a heart as clear as a bubble.
So empty, soapy, and kinda pink
Yes,
tinted?
So I avoided the bath. But now my body feels heavier with each passing moment. I can barely float. Maybe it's time to return to Soakville. Only by washing away the stains can I live more lightly.
Great.
Ah yes,
Whenever
wash
you're ready,
away
we'll go
the
back together.
stains of
I look forward to when you can fly freely and enjoy the beauty of life again.
the purpley bad thing. You go girl. You go wash that purpley bad thing. Now mind you, the therapies aren't really working, so... Did someone really name the child Hoo Hoo? That's as lazy of a naming convention as you can get. Hello! You have to occupy your time at the palace somehow. Cooking's a great way to do it, I guess.
Hoo-hoo. But do you know why my name is Hoo-hoo?
Because it's not haha. And not hee hee.
Because you like owls?
Those are your sisters, right? Haha and hee hee.
Hoo-hoo. That's the sound an owl makes.
No, it's really not. At first, I thought that was the reason too.
Also kind of the sound that a pigeon makes.
Long time ago,
Ooh,
when I woke up
ooh.
on the island along with everyone else, I heard a voice saying, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. So I decided to call myself Hoo-hoo. Recently, I got really sick. I became super dirty and I was feeling bad all the time. But then I remembered something important. Something very important. It was my mommy that always said, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo.
So why did she say it?
It's because I'm very afraid of pain. Every time I got hurt, scratched, or cried out in pain, my mommy would comfort me and say, "It's okay. Let me blow on the wound and you'll be fine." Hoo-hoo.
And it worked? Your mother's comfort sounds very effective.
Yes, super effective. When I don't feel well nowadays, I also do that to myself. And it makes me feel much better.
I have a very dark
Why don't we
image
go
in
back
here.
to Silkville to get treated?
If that was the first and the last thing that she remembers. A voice going hoo hoo.
No!
It probably means that at some point
I might forget all
there was a
about
mother
my
holding a dying child,
I can still remember a
trying
little bit of
desperately to console it.
It hurt
a little longer, maybe I'll remember more about her. What does my mommy look like? Where did she go? I really want to know.
There, haunted cloth spawn. That's all behind us now.
Even if the pain goes away, you'll still remember your mother.
Really? But then... how come I never
Yes, the very
remembered her
normal
before?
Infinity Nikki storylines that go dark really
Must be Mother's
fast.
intention. Since she couldn't be with you right now, she didn't want you to worry about her all the time. That would be too difficult for you. But now you remember. And you won't ever forget again. I'll help make sure you remember her.
It's best when it gives you whiplash. That's, you know, that it's the right kind of
Once everyone
Infinity
is
Nikki
ready,
writing.
Let's go back to the village together, okay? Tara will take Adeline
Anyway,
in for treatment.
there's a
When
bathing
you're no longer in
celebration.
pain, your mother
Hooray!
can stop worrying.
Of course. Thank you, Nikki. I'll be really good. That way Mommy doesn't have to worry at all.
You do that, deeply traumatized piece of cloth. You do just that.
Raise a puppy. I want to raise a puppy.
Huh? A puppy on Serenity Island? Do you mean that puppy, PC?
PC? No, I mean an actual puppy. A fluffy one, the kind you won't find around here.
Okay, let me just smuggle in a dog for you.
And a big cat? Are you from somewhere else? I'm Fuzzball. Would you be able to get me a puppy?
Realistically, yes.
All
Through
the
game
puppies we've
mechanics,
seen out there
no.
already have owners. It might not be possible to get you one.
I am really good at stealing
They all got
things.
owners. That's nice. A puppy with an owner, and an owner with a puppy. I used to have a puppy
No,
too.
with that one, the very
It's only
first
after
thing
I
that you
got
can
sick,
do is die.
Then my memory came back. It was a big, super fluffy one with large, floppy ears and huge, round eyes that would constantly gaze adoringly at Grandma and me.
Don't give Infinity
Did
Nikki
that happen
suggestions.
on Serenity
Freaking
Island?
soup kitchen.
Maybe. Maybe not. I can't remember clearly. But I know back then,
You
I
know,
wasn't like I am now.
one day,
I
if
didn't
there's a
have bubble
patch
balloons,
and they're like
backpatches,
the
or stories.
primary,
I only
the
raised that
primary
puppy.
topic of
I
the
loved it
patch
the
is
most, and
soup,
it loved
everyone
me
will
the
just collectively in here go, uh-oh.
When the sun was warm, I'd sit by the window while Grandma went to check the crops, watching the puppy roll around. It smelled even better than wheat waving in the summer sun.
It was a beautiful time. And I bet time seemed to pass slowly back then.
Slowly, like it would never end. But then it grew old and stopped rolling around, and Grandma didn't have the energy to check the fields anymore. And turns out, childhood changes.
Yes, the people we love grow old. The meals they cook get saltier. No one tends to the crops or flowers. And winter gets
I
colder.
mean, it's just because it's harder to taste things
The
when you're
muddy
old.
stone paths turn into hard gray
I have one
roads.
of the opposite issues with my grandparents. They're already in their well under their
But I
80s.
can't remember the later parts. But I
My
know
grandmother
I
can't be
want to raise a
bothered
puppy
to
again,
eat.
just like I did back then.
Because to her, everything kind of tastes the same anyway, so she's like, it's just a lot of effort, and she doesn't want to spend time with her friends, she doesn't want to go out, she doesn't want to go for walks because they're too difficult and too painful, and it's just old age. You kind of have to accept that it's just gonna come with the territory, so if the food just becomes kind of saltier and the person still eats it, I think that's a better compromise.
Don't worry, Fuzzball. Once you're healthy again, you'll find your own new puppy.
There are so many puppies out there. You'll find the one you need. The one that needs you too.
Don't worry, it just sprinkles in very
We
dark
can't
topics
leave Serenity
sometimes.
Island. I don't know how to explain it, but we just can't leave.
Even though you don't know
It's
why,
one of the
if
reasons
you
why
want
my
to
last
leave,
week was very
maybe we can help you find a puppy.
hard. I
We'll
would
find
say.
one that's just like the one in your
Because my
memory.
mother had a health emergency.
Yeah.
And it panicked my grandmother.
But if I wash
And my grandmother practically almost had a heart attack there and then. Because the stress level was a bit too high.
You can draw your puppy
And
now,
I got
then
very
you'll
worried
forget.
about my grandmother. Because my mother's still in her 50s, she's stronger.
Oh,
I expect her to be
that's
fine.
a great idea.
So,
I have to get healthy first.
I ended
before I
up
can
with a
take care of
stress
the puppy.
migraine
Yes.
for a week
Once
straight.
everything's ready, we'll go back to the village together.
And it's the way that it is, but I know that health emergencies are scary, but I say shield the elderly from knowing about the stressful bits of life as much as possible, just because
As long as we get everyone
just
to
a tiny
sleep in
bit too
time,
much stress,
everything will be
and
fine.
when you're in an 80-year-old body, it's not
It's all
gonna
my fault.
hold
I should've
very
taken
well, and that's
control
like my
and hidden
primary
everything.
concern.
I thought once everyone remembered enough, there'd still be time for a proper bath. I even prepared bathing brushes and cleansing lotion. I just wanted to help.
Hopefully the audio is still fine.
But I never
It seems to
expected
be.
the rainbow spring water therapy to
At
stop
least on my
working.
side.
If we had waited until everyone's symptoms got... It's all my
Whoops!
fault.
Sorry,
I
it
was
clicked.
overconfident.
It's okay, you just wanted to help the deeply traumatized people of Serenity Island. We
Actually,
understand.
After talking to the rinse-free rebels, I think I can understand your feelings.
They wanted to hold on to some good
Fragments
memories.
everyone remembers, even if they may just be hallucinations, really are beautiful and important. Things we definitely wouldn't want to forget. You must have been moved by these memories. Is that why you wanted to help them?
Yes, and I don't believe they're hallucinations. I think they're real memories. Maybe being close to contamination helps us remember the past. Just like how I did before.
Is it about the collapse of the Crystal Salt Cavern? I heard Bootsy mention that you were scared.
It will probably be very busy, but sometimes busy isn't too bad.
And ended up in a place full of S-lings.
It kind of like makes you
I
forget.
ran and ran,
Like at
stumbling
all
the
times, you're
way.
like, there is something else that I
Finally
need to
made it
do.
back to the village.
So you keep like going from point to
When I
point.
woke up, everything was different. Not the village, not the Serenity Island. It was me. I was different.
Did you remember something? Like they did?
Can I squish your head?
I remembered some images. Some fragments. A mended piece of clothing. A beautiful ornament. A warm embrace. And a group of very, very important people.
Yeah,
Wait, that wasn't how it all began.
Then what did happen at the start?
At first, I was in great pain. I was exhausted and heartbroken, all alone, and walking on a rugged road. Along the way, there was war, fire, and terrifying S-lings. It was so scary, but I pretended that I wasn't scared.
First
at
of all,
all.
I love the cheery music
I was
happening in the
carrying a heavy
background.
bag,
Suddenly,
almost unable to move.
secondly, the transition from
Are you alright?
a dying human
Back then, I was found by some people, and I felt,
to their cloth getting haunted
or maybe
and becoming a PC must be
just knew that I
such a
could finally
wild
rest.
ride.
I was so tired. I cried my heart
There was fire and war and S-lings everywhere. The music is just like.
That sounds so strange.
Maybe a little. But these images must be very important to you. That's why you want to help the rinse-free rebels.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's whiplash inside whiplash.
But what's different is, I didn't get the dirty thread disease back then. And since the great outbreak of the disease on Serenity Island, no one else has been affected by it. Until recently.
That is strange. And no one knows the source of the disease.
Once the heart of spring is restored,
Oh, hi, Bubble.
I'll
Bye,
steam down with
Bubble.
everyone to help take care of them. And I'll also try to investigate the disease.
That's a great idea.
I've already purified the 4 contaminated buds, so the Heart of Spring should be restored soon.
That's great. I'll go apologize to Terra now and tell her about the rinse-free rebels. Thank you, Nikki. See you later.
See you, squishy head! Anyway, it's time to ride the giant flower. If you're diseased, I wonder if doing this is a bit dangerous. Because even when I'm not diseased, I don't know if I would want to ride a sprout of water. Coming from, like, that feels like you would be hit with very powerful water. Look at my sparkly jellyfish dress.
You should be village head. The Heart of Spring's water is replenishing.
Hopefully.
Oh, by the way,
Otherwise, hurting with that strong of a water would, like, really hurt.
Murmur already told me. Fortunately, thanks to your help, those PCs are cooperating now.
I can't believe that Murmur had such a big secret and didn't tell me.
To be fair, even if you don't float and you fall all the way down, Nikki takes 0 damage, so you might be right with the different physics thing.
I just feel bad for her. She's always helping everyone, but rarely shares her own feelings. She carries her burdens on her own.
As elders, this is our fault. Back in the day, we were too hard on that silly little PC. It must have left a psychological scar. And now that she finally found other PCs to relate to, of course she'd want to help them too. It makes perfect sense. But after all, those things are just hallucinations caused by shock. Silly Murmur. So stubborn.
Silly Billy. Don't be
Murmur
mean.
did tell me a lot about the visions she saw. I understand. It's hard for her to willingly forget.
You're not from around here, so whatever your thoughts are about it, it doesn't bother me. But for Murmur, as a native of Serenity Island, for her to claim this isn't our home...
Oof.
Does Murmur think that Serenity Island isn't home to you all?
Murmur used to say that the places she saw in those visions were different from Serenity Island. No bubble blooms, no rainbow
I mean,
seeds.
also fire and war and
Murmur would
nestlings.
just hold that whistle and stare blankly at the Guardian's words. Serenity Island, home.
Having conflicting thoughts to her entire community. That feeling must be really tough.
All right. The Heart of Spring restoration is great news, and the rinse-free rebel situation is resolved. No need to be so down.
Bootsy, haven't you been wanting to take the Bubbly Tales Club to Steamville? Now we can set off right away.
Yeah,
Granny Bubbles, the Bathing Bliss Festival you
I
love
have
is
that.
just
I
around
really
the
like
corner.
that little
What are you looking forward to?
I bet you're looking forward to showing off your skills.
Yeah.
Well, how's your
Being
down
selected
with
as
the
Bathing
poison
Bliss Festival
soup?
was something I worked so hard to snatch from Macy. How could I not look forward to it? But
She probably has enough soup
I
to
have
do
a
it
favor
too.
to ask. If you agree, I'd be happy to pass on this title to you.
I really don't need your title about excellent scrubbing or anything like that.
The bud contamination issue has been resolved, but the dirty thread disease resurfaced overnight, and we still haven't pinpointed the source. I can't rest easy knowing it's still a threat. Thankfully, you're here now. Maybe it's the blessing of the Silver Gale or the guidance of the Guardian. Either way, having someone with purification abilities like you is exactly what we need. Can I ask for you to help by investigating the source of the contamination?
Imagine if Nikki just answers with no and goes home.
Of course. For the the sake of everyone in Soakville.
The idea of ending stories before they even begun is always like the most fascinating one for me.
It's my duty as Bubble Ambassador.
Like,
I do have a small favor to
something
ask.
really spectacular
Keep an eye
comes
out
to
for
your
that
doorway
puppy
and you
pussy.
just answer
I
with,
need to return his bell.
nope, I think I won't.
No problem. I'll make sure to search all over Soakville for you.
You'll get the soap, and you'll get the soap.
Our village
Everybody
doesn't
gets
seem to
soap.
have any clues, so we'll have to trouble you to go to Steamville. Their village head, Macy, might know something.
The heart of spring is ready.
Nikki, go wake it up. Follow this path, and you'll reach Steamville. The Silver Gate will protect you.
I mean, that's probably the same thing to do. I just, nope. Wake up the biggest flap. You can't tell me that that wouldn't hurt. Hey, look, guys, it's the banner. Don't you love the banner that you can no longer get? Because it's not rerunning yet? I don't care how much mermaidy you make yourself, that still looks like a very painful way to traverse
But
things.
gentle sensation. Maybe it was the heart of spring expressing its gratitude.
Look, Nikki, look! What's up with those pieces over there? They're all buried.
It's the part where they're like, screw baths, man. Water just dilutes things. Get hot dirt and bury yourself in hot dirt. That's how we do things around here. The water people, they're just too much of a wuss. They're too much of a wuss to do things the proper way. Which is to just bury yourself in sand. And this guy also wants a styling duel. So we can absolutely do that. Level 5 is the easy one. Be impressed by my shoes! You're very impressed by my shoes, thank you. Yeah, so how do you go up? Water sprouts? Or the previous way of going up was actually to just get a seal that throws you wherever you want to go. As you do, you know. You won't be able to get my shoes out of your mind. Pretty sure that's what they're called. That is still one heck of a way of traversing places. Just going, hey seal, can you just like throw me? I would feel so much better if you just threw me. I don't think we'll have the appropriate pieces, but this is about as close as we can get. They're no longer impressed by my sense of shoes. Silly people. I'm about to be so average. Look at me be so average. I'm the most averagest Nikki out there. Ah, that's the wishful Rosa shoes indeed. You see, I came up with the inspiration from those while looking at cages. I looked at a cage with people imprisoned in them for 15 years and was like, you know what? You know what that would go well with? Shoes. That would make a wonderful pair of shoes. You have no idea how great of a shoe pair that would do.
What happened? Nikki, is he infected?
I think he's just sleeping.
Hey there, are you alright?
How do we know that it's a he?
No. I'm Heathcliff. That was just a mistake.
What's with your
You need more practice.
nicely sewn mustache?
Salty hard fabric champion is gonna be me, Vinny.
Salty hard fabric contest? I see.
It's a cooking
It's a
contest?
special cooking contest to see who can make dishes with salt that best suit a PC's appetite. I'll use a whole bag of salt.
Nikki, PCs don't eat, do they?
A human? Do you also take salt baths? It's one of Steamville's 2 major bathing traditions. Cover yourself with crystal salt and feel the steaming heat through every pore.
A cat calls me.
Only the one that endures the longest is the true hard fabric, like me.
You, don't be so smug. Huh? A human? Where did you come from? Are you here to challenge for the Salty Hard Fabric Championship? Wait, didn't the road into the village get blocked?
We're not from Serenity Island. Tara, the head of Soakville, sent us here. Once we finish our business, we'll definitely try a salt bath. As for the road, I fixed the Heart of Spring.
You fixed it? That's fantastic! Now, once all the infected PCs have recovered, the Bathing Bliss Festival can go ahead as planned. Heathcliff, I'll make sure you lose decisively this time.
One defeat won't take down a real hero. You, just wait and see.
Infected PCs? Has Steamville also been hit by the Dirty Thread disease?
Looks like those fancy PCs from Soakville weren't spared. Well then, let's have a little
Mom
contest.
wanted me to
We'll
take
see who
him to the
recovers
kitchen and
first,
feed him.
us or them.
Victory
Which I did.
fell.
Is this really the time for competition?
Why
You
not?
don't seem too worried. Is the treatment in Steamville going smoothly?
Is there any
I'm not
treatment
too
going
sure
in
of the treatment
Steamville at all?
specifics, but with Macy personally overseeing it, there should be no problem.
Looks like I'm Macy's most trusted excavation expert. She even told me that she's going to the Crystal Salt Factory to investigate the contamination.
Are you suddenly interested in things besides the crystal salt excavation record because I already broke it?
You. I'll show you. I'll just set a new record.
Ah, come on, you two. You're arguing again? Steamville really is different.
Yeah, they're all about who has the most
Everyone seems to
balls to
trust
stay in
Macy
the
a lot.
salt for
She must
longest.
be very reliable. Let's head to the Crystal Salt Factory and ask her about the infection.
You enjoy burying yourselves in warm salt. I'm gonna go and do the responsible adult shit. I do like how even in like a tiny little island like this, you still have factions. Like, one faction is like, oh yeah, we just like soak in water and stuff, and the other faction is like, who can survive the longest buried in hot salt? Will it be you?
Nikki, look over there. There's so many sparkly crystals.
That must be crystal salt. It's as shiny as blings. I'm amazed it can be used to wash PCs.
I mean, it can probably be used to wash you. It's just very abrasive. Just kinda... It's like saunaing yourself in sand, except that it's salty. So it probably makes your skin go shrivel too. Get rid of all the balls and hello.
Down? Macy, did I do something wrong? We're very careful about safety, and there hasn't been a collapse in hundreds of years. Please don't shut down our factory.
Beating the
It's not
void
bad,
sounds
you
like
did
so
great.
metal.
It's just that with the recent Dirty Thread disease outbreak, I have to check everywhere.
Hello. Are you Macy, the head of Steamville?
You're the
Let me just bury myself in washing powder.
Hi there.
And I will also make it go hot, so that it's like hot and washy powdery. He's a companion.
He's not an avatar. I'm Nikki, and this is my companion Momo. He's the one and only Momo in all of Miraland.
I'm Nikki's most important adventure companion.
Having a special companion is every adventurer's dream, right? Welcome! Tara sent word to let me know. You're here to investigate the dirty thread disease, right? That's right. She commissioned us and offered us the title of Bubble Ambassador. That PC is issuing rewards for commissions too casually.
Huh? You two seem to know each other well.
The story of the two village heads goes back hundreds of years.
Is it still the same village heads, or?
Like that.
I love gossip! Chuck, spill the tea!
Back then, Macy and Tara got along swimmingly. But Tara, like the others in Soakville, just loved messing around in the fields. They wanted to plant anything they came across. Bubble blooms, thuddy squashes, they even wanted to plant rainbow seals.
I don't think that that's too good for the seal, don't do that.
It's possible? If planting a rainbow seal yields 10, can we bounce all the way to the top of Serenity Island?
Nikki is so crazy that makes sense for her.
No wonder you get along with PCs in Soakville. Misty Peak is a forbidden place. No one's allowed up there. No one. No one.
No one!
We aren't interested in the fields. We just like to excavate the crystal salt and use it to carve elaborate sculptures. Thanks to Macy, she's the one that found the Crystal Salt Cavern. It's the crystallized form of rainbow spring water, the finest treasure from the legendary Serenity Spring, even more concentrated than the water itself. Those of us who prefer mining all followed Macy. Hey, this salt path is still hot.
I mean, her being a mythological creature working on glitter logic would explain so many things.
Self-proclaimed Soakville scrubbing champ. I didn't know. It's such a storied past.
So if the rainbow spring water hadn't lost its effect, Tara wouldn't have asked for help.
Chuck, you go ahead and handle things. I need to talk to our guests for a bit.
Macy will be like, so, funny story, the salt doesn't really work
I just don't
either.
want too many others knowing the rainbow spring water is losing its effect, and our treatment in Steamville is also...
Yeah, there you go.
What? The Guardian's words have failed. This is something no one expected. However, we survived the despair of the Great Mending Era before. The Dirty Thread Disease outbreak back then didn't defeat us. This time, we'll definitely find a new solution.
Or you'll die trying.
Yeah.
Both are
We'll do
options.
all we can to help. Thank you. I've been doing some research lately and found that many PC symptoms began after taking a bath. That's why I'm temporarily shutting down the Crystal Salt Factory. As of yet, though, we haven't found anything out of the ordinary. Like the contamination in Soakville, it was very sudden. So we'll ask the contaminated ones what happened before and
But
after
did they
the
take a
were
bath
closed.
because they were feeling contaminated, or did taking a bath contaminated them?
The PCs in our village are at Rita's clinic. A PC from Soakville also brought some of her fellow villagers there earlier. You should head over and ask her.
And can you call it a bath if you're burying yourself in salt? These are all very important questions. I feel like I saw some more Dews of Inspiration somewhere. Ah! It outran me and then I got stuck. Roofs! My only nemesis, roofs and water. I'm so... There we go. I was so close for so long. Ooh, it's another one of them flat picture thingies. Don't ever bathe. Don't ever bathe and be healthy and live a long time. Though that's after we note that bathing for them was just burying yourself in salt. Yeah, I know! I was really surprised to see them too. Apparently they were permanent. And somebody just like forgot to tell us. So that's a giant crevasse, and I don't know how I feel about falling down it. It was okay. Falling down the giant crevasse was pretty okay, actually. There's a chest in there, and for that I need some balls. Those look like the right size to be my chest balls. But for that I would need to be higher up. I was about to say that the walls are very smooth, but... Can I stand on this? Yeah, I can. The walls are smooth, but the vines weren't. So, haha. Let me through. There we go. Hey, look, this also goes somewhere nice. I think this is where I'm supposed to go. I'm assuming because there's like a giant robot thing just firing things at me. You gonna stop blocking at some point, or?
There's an opening, Nikki. Hit it with your super ace purifying orb.
My super ace purify? You mean my arrows? I do love that Momo also joins the fight. So this robot thing was just having a little angry cat railing at him, which just feels very much like the right experience with cats. I wish that there was a rock climbing outfit. It would make traversing the terrain a lot easier. Is this the door that I wanted to come out at? Yeah, it feels like the right door. I will grab your medical records. Because that's totally something that Nikki should be snooping around in. And then I will be like,
Figured out all the key
hi!
details. Time of contamination and originating location. Much better than most who've worked for me. Those useless interns should eat their button cones and hope to turn into a cushion squirrel.
What?
Mine tends to run off and like serve as a tank. I like that part.
They can even dance! Those interns struggled with basic sewing skills. They mix up needles and hooks, and even sewed patches on backwards. I haven't had this many patients since back during the cavern accident. I'm exhausted.
Hello? Are you Dr. Rita?
Nikki and Momo, you came too.
You know each other? Oh, you're the human sent by Terra, right? The one who fixed the Heart of Spring?
Yeah, hello.
That's right. Terra asked us to investigate the source of the dirty thread disease. We want to talk to the infected PCs to find some clues.
This little PC also wanted to speak to the infected here. She's filling out the form for me, and then going to talk to them in a minute.
Murmur, you're also investigating?
Yeah.
Dr. Rita told me that the crystal salt treatment isn't working either. I'm very worried about everyone. I want to help as much as possible.
We heard about it too, and we were surprised to learn that even the crystal salt isn't working. Dr. Rita, is there no other treatment?
I'll be blunt. As a patch doctor who experienced the Great Mending Era, even I didn't know what to do with the outbreak back then.
So what was the Great Mending Era about?
I always hear people mentioning the Great Mending Era, but what exactly happened back then?
Nikki, are you okay?
Hundreds of years ago, all the PCs on Serenity Island were in disrepair. Some lacked buttons, others had
You're very
serious tears in
shaky.
their fabric. For a stylist like me, I could barely get by relying on whim, so I found ways to gather materials and make patches to mend everyone.
Many stylists, while exploring Serenity Island, wore out the last scraps of fabric they had. Without their efforts, Serenity Island wouldn't be what it is today. We respected them and called them patch doctors.
I didn't know it was such a traumatic experience. But how did everyone get injured so badly?
The days before the Great Mending Era have long faded from memory.
Huh? What about you?
I'm only just an ordinary PC. Otherwise, I would have been able to discover the cure. Back then, we tried every method we could think of. Nothing worked. If it weren't for the Guardian's wisdom, by now everyone would be a tattered rag.
Then before we can stop this disaster, we have to find the source of the contamination. Let's talk to the infected PCs.
I'll go with you.
They're being housed on the other side of the clinic. Go ask them. I hope you can uncover some useful clues.
Which is gonna be like, hey, look, be honest. How did you catch this? This is not something that's easy to catch. You can't lie to me. I'm just gonna do a proper interrogation. Oh! I like the view from here. Like, their shores are very luminescent. In different colors. It looks very pleasant. Hello! So be honest, what were you doing?
The massive figure leaping from the high stone tree platform, pouncing on all the PCs, tearing them apart, shredding them to pieces.
Before all that, did you see a cave? Long.
How did their eyes work to begin with?
It had no end.
Is it just buttons?
Not really.
If you sew
Rita
them
said my
anywhere
condition
else,
was fine.
would
The
they get more
hallucinations
field
only
of
lasted
view?
for a little bit, but they were really scary.
Oh.
It does look like there's petrol in the river, you are correct.
Auntie Jasmine. These are my new friends, Nikki and Momo. This is Auntie Jasmine. She's a regular at the bubbly
So how did you get infected? Be honest.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Was Murmur asking about what happened before and after you got sick?
That's right, yes. I was telling her the other day. I was preparing a story for a super romantic date with Edward, and I called it Salt Mates Forever. I imagined us bathing in the salt river together.
Ah yes, the couples that salt together stay together, I guess.
Like I was floating right up into the sky. Then I got so excited that I fainted.
Later, Rita was the one who brought her to the clinic. Auntie Jasmine, you didn't finish telling us. Was there anything special about this date?
Ah, my sweet child! It looks like you're finally interested in dating! I've got so many tips to share. Let me tell you all about them.
No, not that. I just want to figure out that...
Oh, I'm not being nosy. I know you all have your own ideas. Romance isn't for everyone. But I believe you can even date yourself if you want. To me, the most exciting part is the preparation. And Edward,
I mean, I think
well,
dating yourself is just going out.
You're so right. A solo date is great too. You can plan romantic activities, enjoy delicious
Romantic
food,
activities
and
with
treat
yourself.
But Murmur probably wants to know if you went somewhere special for this date. Or if there were any special preparations?
Oh, for this date, it was my favorite salt bath theme. And of course, it was all with crystal salt.
Your crystal salt, where did you get it from?
Same as always. I get it from Chuck.
Are you sure?
Was it all from Chuck? Auntie Jasmine, please think carefully. Could any of it have come from somewhere else?
Oh, and now that you mention it, I remember I went to the Steamville market that day and someone was having a sale on crystal salt. She gave me a free sample. I can't quite remember exactly who it was, but I did add that sample to my salt bath. Wouldn't want to waste it.
A vendor at the Steamville market. Got it.
Well, Peony, apparently, you buy salt, you go to a salt bath, and you bury yourself in it. Like the #1 dating activity that you can do, of course. Hello!
I'm so weak. Just the slightest time in the crystal salt, and I'm already so fatigued. Push harder. Double the effort.
I mean, you're also
I'm
sick.
useless
Maybe
too.
don't do that.
I only cleaned 5 study hammers and got so tired I hallucinated. I must not be devoted enough to the Guardian's will.
Could the dirty thread disease be triggered by fatigue?
Dirty thread disease.
Remember, if you want to seduce anyone, go like, look, do you want to bury yourself in salt and just sit there?
We're just tired.
One of the video games that I like to play told me that that is an excellent dating activity.
What did you say?
Well, Dr. Rita said our sickness levels are already pretty high. We might have been exposed to a strong source, so we need to stay in the clinic for observation.
It must be the dirty thread disease. It has to be.
So, you're saying my illness wasn't caused by training? Oh, that's great! That means I can double my training time with ultra-hot crystal
Yeah,
salt.
but you're ill, so maybe don't do that.
You'll definitely be this Bathing Bliss Festival's Salty Art Fabric champion, Gabby. When you win, I'll scrub every thuddy hammer from the old ruins and celebrate with you.
I think I found the problem.
It's the salt.
It's the crystal salt. One of you did hot stone sauna training with it, and the other scrubbed thuddy hammers with it. And now you've both caught dirty thread disease.
Oh! The whole truth, and nothing but.
It's like Macy said. Crystal salt is the problem. By any chance, did you buy your crystal salt from Chuck?
Well, not really. We have special needs for crystal salt and usually buy in bulk. It's just that.
We're not rich, so we went to the other places to buy cheap
Oh
crystal
no, not the
salt.
counterfeit salt.
Macy's have money worries too.
We do too, Momo. Nobody just hands out blings for free. Gabby, Ari, who did you get the cheap crystal salt?
Banana World.
It's a crystal salt vendor. She only sells crystal salt. Her name is...
Crystal salt vendor?
Her name is Shadow.
Oh yeah,
She
that
only
doesn't
pops up
sound
at
sus
night,
at all.
Which is where her name came from. She doesn't stay in one specific place.
That doesn't sound sus at all.
And she only appears at night. Got it.
Why did... Guys,
According to the infected pieces
why
in
did you buy
Steamville, your
counterfeit
condition is tied to the
salt
crystal salt.
from someone named Shadow that only appears at night and doesn't stay still for too long?
And Auntie Jasmine got some promotional crystal salt from the Steamville market. I believe the truth is...
Look, I promise I sourced only the best quality salt for our salt bath. I did not buy any sus salt at all.
Nikki, let's go to the Steamville market tonight and talk to this Shadow.
During their cutscene, I saw balls. And now I can't find them. There were round purpley balls of inspiration around here somewhere. I swear, half of the activities that you do in Infinity, Nikki, just make you sound very, very crazy. I swear, officer, all I was doing was looking for balls of inspiration to feed to my dragon friend. I wasn't going for the counterfeit salt at all. And then I also found a giant balloon that looked like it might explode. I decided to put that in my pocket.
It's already nighttime. Nikki, let's hurry to the Steamville Market. Shadow might be there by now.
Hello, we would like to buy some sus salt. Can you help us?
Everyone, look over here. Genuine crystal salt. Guaranteed to be real or your money back. Is that Shadow? But her goods seem like normal stuff.
Problematic goods wouldn't be displayed so openly. Just by looking at them, you can't tell what's really
And
going
Nikki's
on
like,
from
I
the
know a
outside.
thing or two about the
Momo,
black market,
it's time
you
to
see.
test our acting skills.
Oh, sir,
There.
I would like your
much do you
most
sell it for?
problematic piece of
A
salt.
human and a cat? Welcome. Feel free to take a look. For pricing, the high-quality ones are expensive. If you buy in bulk, they'll be cheaper, but we can negotiate.
Give me the cheap fake ones. Can I have a bunch of cheap
Anything
salt?
on sale? Don't get me wrong, we have plenty of blings. We're just looking to buy wholesale.
Please, don't mind me asking. I'm just curious. What do humans use crystal salt for? Do you also use it for baths?
I eat it.
No, we use it for barbecue.
That's not precisely a lie.
Yeah, right. It's for tasty barbecue. Humans and Momo love it so much. Bet you've never heard of that, huh?
Oh, what an interesting way to use it. Well then, you must need this. This batch, I got it from a special source. The best I can do is 44.5% off. You can take it all.
That's a very specific number.
You're selling is contaminated crystal salt.
Contaminated? Nonsense, that's impossible.
You see that purpley bit coming off your
It's all
salt?
dark purple. If it's not contaminated, what is it?
That's salt doesn't supposed to do that.
Also, PCs who used her crystal salt are now suffering from dirty thread disease. Their cases are serious.
Dark purple? What? I can't distinguish colors.
So
How did
you
this
didn't
happen?
see this heavy amount of
I put salt
smoke?
deep in the cavern and thought I could sell it for an easy profit. I only want to earn more blings. I didn't want to hurt anyone.
Is that true? But
Are you talking about the cave behind the crystal salt cavern? The dark cave with lots of S-lings? It's long and it seems to go upwards?
Murmur?
Sorry, Nikki. I overheard your discussion in the clinic and thought I'd come here to investigate too.
How do you know about that cave? It used to be small, and there was a collapse before, so no one really goes there now. Fortune favors the bold, though. I love going there to scavenge free crystal salt fragments. This one time, I even ran into a puppy PC.
Okay, that sounds really cute.
Puppy PC? Was he dirty?
Did you wash him?
You've seen him too? He appeared from behind a rock, then darted away. I was curious, so I peeked inside and found a passage. But I didn't go too far. There were S-lings inside, so I didn't dare. I just dug up a bit of crystal salt from the entrance. Now that I think about it, the passage definitely led upwards.
It seems like the puppy PC we encountered probably came from there. But from here, upwards leads to...
The forbidden
Misty
place.
Peak.
What? I thought that place was just a legend. I didn't think it actually existed.
Nikki, I'd like to have a private talk with you two. Somewhere no one else can overhear.
Sure, we can like
Sure.
step away by like a couple of meters. That's literally besides a group of 3 PCs. Like, I'm pretty sure that these people over here, they have ears.
How did you manage to go to Misty Peak?
I've been hearing everyone talk about that place so mysteriously. I started to think it was just a legend.
No, it really exists. And during the mining collapse, I was inside.
Did you have fun?
The falling rocks forced me back. I fell into a cave, into the thick fog. The mist surrounded me. It was blocking out all the light and concealing the path. If felt like countless monsters were hiding there, claws bared, ready to tear me apart. I ran frantically, nearly stumbling as I went. Suddenly, a sharp whistle pierced the air. A giant figure stood silently in the mist, just watching me.
Oh no, it's the ghost train.
Figure. It seemed so familiar. Are you the Guardian? Why are you here? What
Because
part
he's
of these
guarding, duh.
legends is true? Why did I see such strange visions? War, fire, and my family. Was it real? Guardian, why haven't you returned to us? Are you still searching for the way home?
Oh, so that was what you went through.
Back then, I thought about searching for the Guardian again. Those memories.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
And they get tangled up with everything else from the past. Also, the cavern's been sealed off since the collapse. No one uses it anymore.
Looks like deep within the cavern, there's probably a hidden passage leading to the Misty Peak. We have to find a way to take a look.
Nikki, you believe me?
I mean, that's where the contaminated salt came from, isn't it?
I can easily tell you're a kind-hearted, hard-working PC. You trusted me, sharing so much of your past, and I'm grateful. Whether it's to find the source of dirty thread disease or to help you uncover the truth, I want to go in and see for myself.
With my 2 big eyeballs.
Thank you so much, Nikki. The forbidden Misty Peak. The Guardian who's been missing for years. And memories that don't even belong to Serenity Island. I understand why they don't believe all these. Why they call me a silly PC. So, I pretended to agree with everyone's opinions. I acted like it was just a dream. I worked hard, lived hard, and tried my best to fit in.
Partied hard.
You can't forget what happened.
Yeah. I don't want to get rid of this whistle. I don't want to forget those memories. I don't want to forget the Guardian who protected me in the mist.
Then let's go find the truth. If we stay, we may get lost in a spiral of confusion and regret. But if we set off on this journey, even if we stumble or face some challenges, we'll find the answer. So, whether they're illusions or memories, whether the answer is good or bad, since we can't let go, let's set off and find it.
Yeah. I want to find the source of the contamination and uncover the truth behind it all. Nikki, Macy has the key to the cavern entrance. Let's tell her about the contaminated crystal salt and ask for her permission to go to Misty Peak.
Ooh, she's all the way over there. I feel like this is gonna be a very weird cut for the stream. Because I'm pretty sure that there's still more than an hour left in the storyline. But I'm not entirely sure if there's more than 2 hours left in the storyline. So I want to, like, divide this and make it into 2 episodes. Which means that the next one might end up being very short. Or we'll end up doing some exploration. So I don't know how awkward this is gonna be. But I think it's best if I stop here for now and then have more of a time for it the next time around. So here's to hoping that the next stream length is not that awkward, because I am getting hungry and I want to make a division that makes sense. And it's been like 2.5 hours now, so I think if I divide it any longer, it's gonna just make it more and more awkward. So, thank you for watching. the mystery of the contaminated salt bath intensifies. We're gonna figure out what's the source of it next week. I already know the answer, but you're gonna see it. And then we'll do something. I don't know. If it ends up being very awkwardly short, we might just like run around and see if there's any like side quests that we can undertake. Like, get deeper into the things in the Serenity Island, like really experience it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. For now though, thank you so much for coming. Don't feel bad about playing Hello Kitty Kitty in the City. And I hope I'm gonna see you all on my other streams. Yeah. Plural. That would be correct. As there will always be more content releasing. But for now,